Dark Eater Midir, the last of the everlasting dragons, tasked with battling the darkness of the abyss. What is there to say? As the final dragon in a series known for epic dragon bosses, such as Calamite in Dark Souls 1 and Sin in Dark Souls 2, it comes as no surprise that the third and final installment of Dark Souls includes a dragon fight in the final DLC, the Ringed City. Dark Eater Midir, with his epic size and epic damage output, combining not only melee, but fire and dark sorcery damage, provides a fitting climax to the Ringed City that will long be remembered, love him or hate him. Nonetheless, despite the series' notorious reputation for difficulty, Midir's boss fight consists of an easily manipulated AI that a savvy player can exploit to their advantage, and speedily dispatch this most epic of dragons, putting the lie to the notion that Midir is an endurance test. While Midir remains a pattern recognition puzzle written in epic pixelation, nonetheless he should prove only a modicum of challenge when taken on his own terms. The primary and most crucial requirement for success demands the player understand that Midir's designers at FromSoft expect the player to fight the dragon head-on, unlike Calamite and Sin, whom the player should attack from the sides, and with great success. Thus, attacks on the head will always deal double damage compared to attacks elsewhere, while nearly all moves to attack the dragon from the flanks or tail will result in punishment by Midir that will prove quickly fatal because all of his attack patterns are designed to punish evasive tactics that do not involve standing directly in front of him. Taken as a whole, these design choices compel players to assault the dragon's fearsome maw head-on, which, after enough punishment, will result in Midir's epic collapse, allowing for an epic coup de grace, with the Dark Eater, the last of dragons, put to rest alongside the Age of Fire. Weapon choice always remains an important decision. While weapons with lightning damage, such as the Dragon Slayer Axe, or weapons that do extra damage on abyssal enemies, such as the Wolf Knight Greatsword or Farron Greatsword, will provide bonus damage to the player against Midir, though they are not necessary for success. People can and do beat Midir to death with broken swords, but there's no reason to make it more challenging than necessary on your first time. Learn his attack patterns, use your iframes or invincibility frames to evade damage, and you will feel that glorious and infamous sense of accomplishment known to Dark Souls fans all over the world. So, the question is, what are iframes? These are invincibility frames. In my personal experience, they first came to prominence with The Legend of Zelda's Ocarina of Time. Essentially, these are frames in the animation of the player character which allow them to be momentarily invincible. In Dark Souls, without invincibility frames, there is no Dark Souls. As you can see, I am using my iframes during the animation timing to evade what would be, obviously, bone-crushing, destructive punishment. But with my iframes, I am able to evade this punishment. Nonetheless, sometimes things go wrong. Now, believe it or not, the best thing to do when you start fighting Midir is to stand still. Let him come to you. I don't have to run to him, but as you see, with just a little jog, he presents his head right to me. Then I can begin dodging away from him. Easy peasy. Now, what happens next after we punish him? Well, there are other moves, such as the tail. As you can see, when you're catching up to him, sometimes the tail will kill you. If you try to hang out behind him, the tail will catch you, and the tail will kill you. This happens all the time. Nonetheless, there are other fun things, such as the aerial fire attack, which is always avoided if you run quickly to his right. And you can just point at him. That's how easy it is to avoid. Next is his charge. I said roll left, but the truth is you just need to roll to your left. While fire down below, you run out, then you run back in. Once you run back in, you punish the head, and then dodge. This right here I like to call Godzilla Phase 1. Run away from it, then you close the gap immediately, because it will kill you, and then, again, punish the head. Once you do this enough, you will trigger Phase 2. The music will swell, and a Midir will give off a burst of dark energy that'll devastate you if you're too close. In Phase 2, there's only really 2 attacks to worry about. The Pursuers, which do exactly that, dealing dark damage. Just run away and dodge a couple times and you should be fine. You just need to make sure that you dodge the big dragon who's coming right after them. And then, of course, next is one of my favorites, what I call the Phase 2 Godzilla, where you must close the gap, except faster. This attack is massive, it is long-lasting, it is epic, it is crucial to the sense of theater that they are trying to give you with this battle. As you can see, I actually ate it right there, but I had a spell that kept me alive. After that, I heal, and then I hit him on the head a few times. So, with a little practice, you can avoid what I had happen to me right there. Nonetheless, I do enjoy dodging Godzilla. With enough practice and enough patience, you see that you will take Midir out, and he will go down for that critical hit, where you just run right up after he goes down, hit him, and finish him off. I've done it many times, as you can see. So, that's all you need to do, and I hope that I've convinced you that if I can do it, you can do it. And I hope you've learned a lot about this wonderful series through examining this very intense, but not overly difficult boss fight. Thank you, this is Benjamin Lynch for the Renfro Media Center. Have a great day.